Hi guys, it's Angie. I have a vlog today. I have a few things I want to show you and I have a haul. Okay, for a minute I thought that I forgot the box, but let's see, where should I start? I think I'll start with projects and then I'll go into the haul. But first, I have a friend. This is my little fruit bat. Isn't this the most adorable little thing? Its wings are adjustable, there's wire in there. I just love this little precious guy. I love bats and I'm into bat conservation, and so I donate to Bat Conservation International. Well, they have a program where you can adopt a bat. So, I mean, this is the bat you get. You can pick between a fruit bat, and there's another kind of bat too. I don't remember what kind, but for a $25 donation. And so I'm gonna get the other kind of bat too. I got the fruit bat first. Look, his little feetsies. It's just really cute. It's a nice quality. I'm gonna have to make sure my dog doesn't get it, because as soon as I took him out of the envelope, the dog was like, ooh, a new toy. And it's like, no. And then they sent a card that tells all about it and a certificate of adoption. So fruit bats are my favorite kind of bat. I love them all. They're all wonderful for the environment. They do a lot for us. But fruit bats are my favorite, and I really someday would love to go to Australia and go to one of the bat conservation areas or see, flight. I mean, here we've got Bracken Cave in Texas, which is a really cool place that people visit, and I'd like to go there sometime. Missouri has several different kinds of, well, you know what? I'm not going to get into bats. I just wanted to show you my new friend. So then, now on to projects. I finally finished this scarf. It's with that Bernat Softy Chunky yarn in, I think this color is fuchsia. So I had this one on the loom for quite a while, and my goal was to get done with all my loom projects, and I finally did, except for my temperature scarf. And of course that's going to take all year, and I'm 9 days behind on that, but it doesn't take very long to get caught up, and there's lots of people that are way further behind than that. So my next projects, okay, I have them in this, oh, and look at this bag. Isn't this adorable? I got this from Joann's. But Margaret, you have created a monster. Margaret Olander did a video on how to make ear warmers, headbands, on the AliExpress. If you don't have an AliExpress, you could do them on the small round loom. It just takes 90 rows, and then you cinch each end and tie it together. But Margaret's got a video on it. I went crazy. I love making those things. And let me show you the ones I made. I have a snag on my fingernail, and I swear I'm going to snag everything yarn that I'm touching. Okay, here's this one. And this is a Deborah Norville yarn. I love the striping it does. And it's really soft and squishy. And then, I don't know how to, wait a minute, give me a second. Okay. This was the very first one I made. This purple one is just with a red heart with love yarn. And this was my attempt at crocheting a flower. The first time, well, actually this isn't the first time. This was my first halfway decent one. I did like 2 layers, one with 5 petals and one with 4, but it's still far, far, far from perfect. And so since I'm still learning how to crochet, I decided to embellish these things in some other way besides a crochet flower for now. And you don't even have to embellish them, you can just make them be plain. As a matter of fact, my husband asked me to make him a plain one, so I'm going to do that. So back to this one. This is actually a metal button. And they come in all different colors, and I got it at Joann's, and I think it comes in a pack of there's either 4 or 5 in a pack, and they're like $2.99, and they had 40% off on all their buttons. So, but anyway, I put a metal button, and I thought that was really pretty. I was real happy with that. Next up, I made this one with this flower, and I'll show you about these flowers. So there's this one. I think this one's really pretty. The next one is this one, and I don't remember what kind of yarn this is, but see how it's sparkly? I just have the cakes of yarn. I don't have the labels anymore. I do remember I ordered it online, but I don't remember from where. But I had that pink one, and then I also have this colorway in that same kind of sparkly yarn that's like in grays, you know, 50 shades of gray. Several shades of gray, and then I put the gray flower. I also have like a blue too, but I didn't make one out of it. Then I made a black one with this. I love this flower. I think that's so pretty. And then next I made this one. It's another of those Deborah Norville self-striping yarns. And then put the blue flower. See, I told you created a monster. I'm just having so much fun, and it's a perfect way to get rid of scrap yarn too, because it only takes 90 rows. And then there's this pink one with this really pretty flower. And I think I told my mother-in-law she gets first dibs on these, so I think she may pick this one because she loves like that soft pink. Then I made this one, and this is a Vanna's Choice yarn, and then see how it's kind of, I guess that's kind of like a tweed maybe, with that flower with like a brass button in the middle. And then last but not least, this one, which is another Vanna's Choice yarn. It looks like that. So I made a ton of these. About these embellishments, I had a pretty clever idea, if I do say so myself. Well, I went up to Joann's, and I thought, you know, you can buy crocheted flowers, and that was my first inclination, was to buy some crocheted flowers. Those things are expensive, you know, so I chose not to do that. Well, I was just kind of walking around the store, and I saw where they had, you know, like where you can buy the headbands and the embellishments for the headbands. They had like a whole bunch of different flowers and stuff, and still those were kind of pricey too, but right on the other side of the aisle was the scrapbooking aisle. They had a whole ton of the flowers in the scrapbooking aisle that are designed for like scrapbooking, but you can use them for more than scrapbooking. And some of them, I swear, were the exact same flowers that were over on the other side where the headbands were. It's just the labels were different, and they were much cheaper. They had them all 50% off, and I think they were like, after my discounts and everything, I think they cost me $1 a piece. So, but anyway, I want to show you what they look like. But there was 2 on a card. This is like the, like that gray one. Of course, then I go and pick one that's not easy to get off of here. Okay, I found one that's easy to get off. This is like one of those pink ones. And the brand is that Jolie's Boutique. And these are cloth and lace. I mean, I'm sure you can't wash them, but and they're put on here with like a kind of like a bread tie. Well, when you take it off the card, whoops, you can see where the tie goes back through this felt in the back, and it's in there really, you know, this tie comes out really easily, you know, it pulls out really easy. But there's almost like there is pre-printed they're not drilled, but you know what I'm trying to say, that goes in between these two pieces of felt. So it's really nice and sturdy. Well, see, this would be like if you wanted to put it in a, you know, use it for scrapbooking, that's a sticker. I just didn't undo the sticker, and I took this out, and then I just threaded my yarn through that existing hole already, and that's how I attached it to the scarves. And, or not scarves, you know what, headband. And it is super sturdy. I mean, it's on there good. It is not going anywhere. So, but yeah, in the scrapbooking. And they had tons to pick from. And I also bought like these plain black, like rosettes. And I bought a few of these ones because I really liked them. And then I haven't used these ones yet, but these orange ones I thought were really pretty. But yeah, I thought that was a good idea. I mean, it doesn't make, it won't make the headband, the ear warmer washable, but you know, I wash my hats sometimes, but I don't ever wash my ear warmers. They don't ever get dirty. And eventually I will learn how to do a crochet flower. But then while I was there, and since they had, yeah, here's the metal buttons. Yeah, it must have been a pack of 4, those metal buttons. And they had tons of colors too. And this was at Joann's. And then since they had the buttons on sale, I also bought some big buttons because I thought they would be good for embellishing those headbands. But I really like that one. And then like this chevron, I got a couple of those. And then like a gray. And then this one's kind of like a lime green and then purple. But yeah, so I was pretty excited when I came across these. You know, they were a really good value being on sale. There was a whole bunch to pick from. There was even some that are like a lot smaller, so you could even do like a couple. And then, you know, several of them I bought duplicates of because I'm planning on making more of these headbands. I have the empty pack, but I have no idea. Oh, there it is. It's hiding. But yeah, I thought, you know, these are really nice quality. And it's so funny that you can get the same ones over by the stuff to make headbands and stuff. I don't know. It's just the packaging's different, but it's the same thing. And I even thought about taking them, you know, you can get like those little alligator clips, sewing these onto alligator clips, and then they could be removable. So then if people did want to wash them. But for now, I put them on there permanently. But yeah, I was pretty proud of those. And I really like those, making the headbands. Okay, haul time. You don't know how hard it's been for me to not get into this box. I was actually waiting. This is an order from Hirschner's, and I was, my lovely Hirschner's, and I was waiting because I also ordered from Stash Tea, but it's taken forever to get here. Probably not, you know, I'm spoiled by Amazon because I do the Amazon Prime and you get the 2-day shipping, and so I'm really spoiled by Amazon. So when anybody takes over a week to get something here, I feel like, God, it's taking forever, when it's probably really not. But Hirschner's had this sale, and so I'm going to show you what I got. Some of it I don't even remember what I got. I know some was yarn. Okay, first thing. Oh yeah, I don't know how this is going to work, but this is a yarn guide. When I'm trying to do the crocheting, I'm having a really hard time getting the tension of my yarn right. And this is supposed to help. You're supposed to be able to, like, you wear this on your finger and you're supposed to be able to loop the yarn around there somehow and then shut this, and it's supposed to help keep the tension. It wasn't very expensive, so I figured I would give it a try. But it's by Clover, and when I was looking at the reviews, it sounded like it works. And it says you can use it with two or more yarns even. So I don't know, I'm going to try that out. Okay. Okay, I don't know if I'm going to like this or not, but I'm going to try it. This is supposed to make your crochet hooks ergonomic. It seems kind of bulky to me, but I'm gonna give it a try. These little washers here are supposed to go, my son, are supposed to go, depending on the size of crochet hook you put in here, but I figured I would give it a try. It wasn't very expensive, so I'll try it out. And then I don't remember if I got anything else that wasn't yarn. We'll find out. Okay, I got this, is Hirschner's worsted weight yarn, and the color is Jungle. So I figured I could probably make a hat and ear warmer, but I'm gonna do the reversible hats that you do on the large Addies. So I got this as a companion color to go with this. And this is Hirschner's worsted, and this color is Jade. But these two together I think will be really pretty in a reversible hat. And then I should have enough yarn left over to make 2 more ear warmers. Then, oh, I love this color. Wow, that's pretty. This one is in the color Autumn. This is beautiful. And then the companion color I got was this. And I have a friend that I had posted some pictures on Facebook of the ear warmers, and she said, "Can you make me an orange one?" So I could, oh, that orange, oh, you know, the orange flower? Would that work on here? Ooh, look. So that'd make a good one with the orange. So, oh, and then this color is Amber. So Amber and Autumn, which I got for the same thing, was to do the reversible hats and ear warmers. Excuse me. Next up, I actually got 4 of these because I want to make a scarf. And this is Premier Yarns Spice Shop and Nightlife is the color, and that's really pretty. This I'll use on the loom because these yarns like this I don't think do so well on the Addie, but they do great on the loom. I can work with, on the loom I can work with that boucle yarn just fine. I can work with the homespun just fine. You know, some of those ones that are kind of difficult to work with otherwise work out really well on the loom. And actually I got 5 of these because they were only, what was it's a bulky yarn. It said how many ounces it was, and I figured I would need 5 to make a decent, 79 yards. And so 2.8 ounces, so 5 would make a decent scarf. And then last, I got 5 of this color. This is beautiful. Isn't that springy? Not that you wear scarves in the spring, but if you did, or not these kind of scarves anyway. This one is Sundance is the brand. And the color is Punch. So, yeah, and then what else did they send me? Any coupons? Yep, a 10% off coupon. And they're having a manufacturer's liquidation. But like I see a lot of that like sachet yarn, which I bought one thing of it. I've never done it. I've never used it yet. Yep, they sent me everything. So, ooh, so there's my Hirschner. Boy, it's amazing they fit so much in such a small box. I'm really excited about this. Especially turned out really prettier than what I was expecting. I'm really happy with that. And the fact that I got something that's going to go with my orange flowers. And this too. These are really pretty. This isn't the softest yarn in the world. I'm not sure how to work up, but I'll see. It's the first time I have bought, I think, Hirschner's brand yarn, because I'm really picky when I order online for, or not ordered or seen before, because one time I got some yarn that said Afghan yarn and it said worsted weight, and so I was expecting it to be normal yarn. It was not. It would have took 3 strands of yarn to equal like a red heart or something. It was not good. And as a matter of fact, I made a scarf out of it using 4 strands of the yarn, and I had so much of it because I was planning on using that Afghan loom to make an Afghan. That thing, I don't know if I'll ever make an Afghan on it. It seems like it would just take forever. I'd rather learn how to crochet and crochet one. So, did you just hear that bird singing? I'm so excited. The birds are coming back. The grass and everything's not, I live in Missouri, so, you know, we have a winter and the grass and the trees and everything die and all that, or go dormant. And so, but the last couple of days, it's gotten up to 70. Today it was 76. It's supposed to get back down in the 50s next week, but I have spring fever big time. And so, but now you wake up in the mornings and the birds are singing, and I'm just, you know, you always, or for me, like when I see robins, they don't fly south for the winter, but they do all congregate together and like go off into the woods and stuff, so you don't really see them. And I say that, and one just landed on my patio table. But I found that out. I don't know if every state does this, but Missouri, when you're a resident of Missouri, you automatically for free can get Missouri Conservationist, which is a magazine that tells about conservation and the wildlife and the trees and things that are indigenous to your area. It comes out, it's a monthly magazine. But anyway, I learned in there, because I always thought robins flew south for the winter, and that's how I found out they don't, that they just congregate together and they huddle together to stay warm throughout the winter, and they kind of stay away from, since they're all together, they don't go into neighborhoods and stuff like what you normally see. And so I always, when they finally do start coming back out and you see them, it always kind of signifies that spring is coming and warm weather is coming, and I really, really want that really bad. Last year we ended up having snow in May, and I just hope we're done. We didn't really get that much snow this year at all. I think probably, which is very unusual, so I hope Mother Nature doesn't just decide to screw us. I don't know, but I don't think, at least at my house, I don't think we even got a total of 10 inches throughout the winter. Normally we get 4 or 5 times that amount, you know, throughout a winter. But hopefully that won't happen like it did last year, where, I mean, in May it snowed like 6 or 7 inches. It melted pretty quickly, you know, because it's starting to get really warm then. My dog is licking the floor, and I do not know why. Nathan, what are you doing? Makes me wonder if the kids spilled something. It's a hardwood floor, you know, and he's licking the floor. Strange. So, I'm trying to think. And this thing did the deal where it like stops and starts again real fast. My video camera must have like a limit, or maybe it's the memory card where it has a limit before it starts a new video or something. I don't know. Batty, batty, bat, batty, batty, bat. You gotta go. There's like some different YouTube channels. There's one called Mega Batty, which, because you know, fruit bats can get really, really big, and so they call them a mega bat. You know, not all species of them, but several of them, like flying fox. But it's called Mega Batty, and they have some of the sweetest videos. They rescue fruit bats, all different kinds, you know, fruit bats and flying foxes. And they come in all different colors and stuff, you know, gray and black and brown. And there's one video of this bat eating grapes that I cannot stay in a bad mood if I watch that little thing. I think it's a little girl. Yes, it was a little girl eating grapes. It's like she couldn't get enough, and her little cheeks were so full, and they have these great big eyes. And I know there's a lot of people that are creeped out by bats, but I'm just not. I mean, the only ones to me that are really kind of creepy are vampire bats. The rest of them, I just have a special place in my heart for the fruit bat. I think because it's the one that I've studied the most about, maybe, you know, and I've watched how they care for their young and, you know, cuddle their babies like we do, because they're mammals. You know, they carry their babies. I don't know. I'll get going on bats and I'll never shut up. So I'm trying to think if I had anything else. Well, I'll talk to you again when I get my stash tea order. And I am making a snake scarf. I've got the scarf itself done. I have to put on the eyes, you know, cinch the ends, and put a tongue on. Does anybody know how you attach the tongue? The snake tongue? I'll have to go back and watch Margaret's video, because she makes a snake scarf, but I don't remember. I know you just do a single crochet tongue, but I don't know how you attach it. So if you've made one, could you maybe tell me in the comments how you attached the tongue? I have some ideas. And then I bought the eyes. Hold on again, I'll show you. Okay, I found these eyes. You can see them. They're actually cat eyes, but I figured with the green and, you know, the slanted eye that they would be good for snake eyes too. And the yarn I got, I think it's gonna look really pretty with green. So I'm gonna try it out. But yeah, Joann's again. They put their buttons and their stuff on sale a lot for 40% off. I don't think these were on sale, but, or maybe they were. I think they were like $1.99. I don't remember, but I'm kind of excited to get that scarf finished. So maybe by the time I get my stash tea order, I'll have that scarf finished. I'm not sure if I'll have any more ear warmers done, but I've just had a lot of fun going through my yarn stash and picking out different colors to make, and I really am enjoying those. I really appreciate, you know, Margaret making that video. But don't despair if you want to make them and you don't have an AliExpress, because you can make it on the small round loom. I think it's like a 22 peg loom, and it will come out just as beautifully. Just you make a tube. But watch Margaret Olander's video. If I can remember, I'll put a link. And then, but just instead of using the Addy, you just use your round loom. So I can't think of anything else to say, and I'm rambling, which I'm bad at, you know that. But anyway, I'll talk to you next time. Bye.